There were 4 ghosts in the Smurl home. There were 4 ghosts in the Smurl home. The Smurls were followed by the ghosts everywhere they went. The Smurls were followed by the ghosts everywhere they went. The entity hated anything religious. The entity hated anything religious. A shadow person floated between both sides of the duplex. Judging from the amount of stories that came out of the Smurl haunting, it seems like there wasn't a day that went by without something creepy happening. Janet Smurl claimed that while she was in the kitchen one evening, the house grew cold and she felt a hideous presence. That's when a black, human-shaped form appeared in her kitchen. It had no face, but it was more tangible than a shadow. A shape passed through her wall and appeared to Mary on the other side of the duplex. Demonologists Ed and Lorraine Warren investigated the Smurls. As with all hauntings in the 70s and 80s, the Warrens, yes, they of the Amityville horror finally worked their way into the story. Supposedly, the Smurls were reluctant about calling the Warrens because they were worried about drawing unwanted attention on themselves. For the investigation, Warren said, "The Smurls are truly a family coming under a visual attack. The ghost, devil, demon, or whatever you call it is in that home." Ed Warren claimed that on his very first night in the home he experienced a major cold spot and saw a shadow person. He explained, "I did not have to wait moments when the very thing I felt was a drop in temperature of at least 30-some degrees. Then, a dark mass formed about 3 feet in front of me." After the appearance of the shadow person, Ed Warren claimed that something in the home began throwing things around the house, including the mattress in the master bedroom. The haunting grew violent. During the 15-year haunting, no one in the Smurl family made it out of the haunting without being harmed. One of the daughters was sliced open by a flying wall fixture, and the family's German Shepherd was thrown against the wall. Janet claims that she was grabbed by the creature before being hurled across her living room. On another occasion, an invisible entity bit Jack in the face and threw another one of their daughters down a set of stairs. A skeptic's view of this situation says that all of these attacks are similar to those of domestic violence. It's completely that the Smurls were in the middle of a turbulent marriage and that they covered their screaming matches and physical altercations with an interesting ghost story, but nothing like this has ever been verified. Jack and Janet claimed they were assaulted by a ghost. The creature or creatures haunting the Smurl family were hell-bent on ripping the family apart. Worst indignity suffered by both Jack and Janet were separate sexual assaults that happened numerous times. First, Janet claimed she was woken up in the middle of the night by an unknown figure sexually assaulting her. Then Jack claimed that while he was watching a baseball game in the living room, he was also assaulted in the same way by a succubus. He later claimed that while he attempted to say the rosary, the creature dragged him around his room. The Smurls were haunted by the voices of their deceased loved ones. One of the creepiest ways in which the haunting manifested was the sound of it. Moans and blood-curdling screams ripped through the house at all hours of the day and night. Many of the chilling sounds reportedly took on the voices of the Smurl family, a particularly cruel way to haunt the family. It wasn't just the Smurls who heard the ghostly sounds. Allegedly, their neighbors claimed to hear screams coming from inside the house when no one was home. As the weeks went on, the haunting increased, from sounds to floating black creatures and shadow people. Self-taught, self-proclaimed demonologist Ed Warren later claimed that he saw a mucus-like, smoky-type substance that began to whirl and materialize on the mirror, spelling out filthy obscenities, telling me in no uncertain terms to get out of the house. The Smurl family moved into a haunted house that smelled like rotting flesh.
Hey guys, thank you so much for the support and likes and comments down below, and also thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to see you in the next video. Then take care, bye.